Rich, we're going to preview the Hunslet game on Friday, but we'll just start off by having a quick little recap on Featherstone. Are you still overjoyed with the performance?
Yeah, it was a good performance. I think it's been coming for a while. I think the players were made up after the game. Probably a little bit of a monkey off our back in terms of somebody who sits above us on the table. I thought the performance was good. I liked it when we passed the ball around. We looked confident. Our defence was good. Disappointed that we conceded a couple of tries off kicks. Something we'll have to look at and work on this week. But yeah, overall, very pleased to come away with a convincing win, really.
It was a big occasion, a Saturday night game in Featherstone. It rolls on, again, there's similarity this week, a Friday night game. Is it important the players respond to what will be a different atmosphere again?
Yeah, it'll be a different game, different atmosphere, and we're coming off a win. Hunslet went up to Whitehaven and had a difficult game up there. So yeah, I don't think we've won 3 games this year in succession, so that's something that we're going to we'll speak about and look at doing. Our away form's been pretty good, but this will be a different challenge and a different task for us this week. Something that we're looking forward to, as always. Probably going a little bit more confident as well over the last few weeks, but there's bound to be a couple of changes within the team as well.
Just tell us about them changes if you can. There's been a bit of movement in and out this week.
Yeah, unfortunately Danny Craven's been called back by his parent club Widnes. I think they've got a few injuries over there, and he needs to go and be involved in their squad over the next few weeks. I don't think we'll lose him long term, but certainly for the next few weeks he won't be with us, which is disappointing because I thought he had a real good game at weekend. But we've got a quality squad. We've got enough players who will grab their opportunity, and it might be that we look to our partners in Hull KR and look to see if there's anybody available to bolster our squad and numbers. We've got Ryan Maneely, Luke Campbell and Robbo injured at the minute, and obviously Miles. So we're not blessed with a huge squad, but what we've got is players who will come in, take their opportunity and perform well.
Talk about players taking opportunity. Gareth Potts, 5 tries in the last 2 games after a little spell out of the team. You must be delighted with how he's come and responded.
Yeah, I like all the players who come in and as you're a coach you want a response. If a player's not been picked for whatever reason, form, injury, and then they come in and then cement the place in the first team, and that's what Gareth's done. So has Adam. I thought he was good as well. Tommy's done it for the last few weeks. So yeah, everybody who's probably not had the game time that they wanted from the start of the season has kicked on, and that's pretty much all you can ask for as a coach. I thought Richard Moore had a very good first half for us as well. I thought he was very strong. So we've got some players coming into form. It's important that we don't just do it for one game. I think it's important that 2, 3, 4, to the end of the season, really, that's what you'd like.
Starting at Hunslet, as we mentioned, and they gave us a bit of a scare last time around at home at the Shea. It was a tough game, wasn't it?
It was. I do remember it. It was a tough game, and I think we scored really late to shut the game down. And yeah, there's a potential there that they'll be hurting and smarting after their performance last week. We're probably the opposite side. We were pleased with how we played, but like I've said before, last week means nothing. It has no bearing on this week, and to be fair, if we turn over and give in this week, the Featherstone result means nothing. So we can't allow ourselves to do that. We'll be preparing really well this week again. We've only got Tuesday and Thursday this week. Obviously playing on a Friday, which again in itself is a challenge. Players are at work all day, and then they've got to put the boots on and play for 80 minutes. But that's the nature of the beast. That's what we do. That's what we play for. It's important that the players come and do that.
Second week in a row where we've been playing before the other sides. Do you think that gives a bit of advantage if it's the right result? Example, winning last week and being able to put pressure on the sides around you.
I'm not really sure. I think we've played a couple of games more than a few of the teams. I would rather have get them games won and have the points on the board. I just think it's, I think I used to like playing on Friday evenings. I think the whole atmosphere of evening games is great, under the lights, and especially at this time of year, when the weather's pretty good, and hopefully it will be on Friday. I think it's something you can get excited and get up for. The players have been at work all day, but it's tough, isn't it? You roll your sleeves up, you work hard. Yeah, Hunslet, the same for them. They're a part-time squad as well. they've got a good link with Leeds. I'm sure they'll get some of their top quality juniors over, and it'll be a real good game.
We had some large numbers travelling over to Featherstone on Saturday night. Are you hoping for the same kind of travelling support on Friday?
It's great, yeah, it's really good, and I know the players really appreciate it. They clap the fans, when they're walking off the field. They also they've come up with something where we sign a match ball at the end of the game. Everybody, all the players and the coaching staff sign the ball, and they hand that over to the fans. Usually a junior fan who's come over. I remember last week up at Workington, a young lad was sat next to me in the box, and he was getting the autographs at the end of the game, and the guys brought him Adam Tangata brought him the match ball, and you could see his face. It was fantastic, and that's the kind of club that I want to be involved in, and the kind of days and game day atmosphere that I think is important. Winning is important, performance is important, but engaging with your community and your fans is probably more important for me.